another that concerns that topic is, yeah, how do I hold my loved one accountable while acknowledging, the progress, and I guess without being maybe too restrictive or something, but yeah, how do we do that?
Well, one of the things that happens in addiction is that there are really poor boundaries in the family. People don't set limits, they're not honest, they're not truthful, they pretend to be everything is okay when it isn't, or they overreact. They become extremely angry or resentful. And so they don't know how to set a boundary in a healthy way. And so it's really important that not only the family members learn to set clear boundaries, but also the addict. And what that means is being honest and truthful about what's acceptable or what is unacceptable, but more from a state of neutrality. Because as soon as we add judgment and resentment and all those built up feelings that come up in a person while setting a limit, can get way more attention than the fact of what the limit that you're trying to set, or the accountability that you're trying to give the person who's been involved in addiction. So honesty with compassion, neutrality, and resolve are the key elements to setting clear boundaries and being honest and holding that person accountable. For I think that the no talk rule is the most powerful toxin in the addictive family. Is that nobody can talk about the problem. Nobody can be honest about their real feelings, about the relationship. But when you find your bearings, when you get your mental health back, when you get in your own recovery as a family member, you're going to have the strength and the courage to be honest without judgmental, honest without unloading a dump load full of resentments. There's a time and place to do that with a counselor working through it to help you with that. But as you go forward in your life, you want to build on a feeling of love, forgiveness, and compassion, and honesty. Those are the elements that will break that no-talk rule in a family, the secrets. The children are really affected by this. Just a close family member who suffered, his wife suffered from an addiction. I had a meeting with all the kids not too long ago and asked them, what was it like for you growing up? Well, we could just never talk about it. We were always protecting, we didn't want anybody to know about Mom and her alcoholism. And so we weren't sure who we could talk to and who we couldn't. And Dad was very controlling, and that was his coping mechanism. He was very controlling over what all the kids said or did, and everybody else had to be perfect, more perfect because of the alcoholism. So it was kind of to compensate. So when families get healthy, they can be free to be truthful about the past, about the present, and about the future going forward. And they can speak honestly what their wants, needs, and desires are, versus not wanting to rock the boat, walking on eggshells, which happens in the addictive family. People are afraid of telling the truth. Dad might blow up, or he'll get drunk and beat us, or Mom will, or it's a very volatile situation to live in a family with addiction. So it's gonna take some time. This isn't going to happen just because the person went through treatment. Recovery is an ongoing process of setbacks and going forward and setting back, and so it's not just all one straight line. It's a gradual process of getting your health back. And for many people, many people who become alcoholic grew up in alcoholic homes or addictive homes, so they've never really known a healthy family. They don't even know what it's like, and that's part of what we hope to get across. And while they're at Gulf Breeze and in treatment, is what does it mean to have a healthy relationship? What does it mean to have honest communication? These are all things that once the addiction is dealt with, there's many other things to discover about living life effectively.